Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. There are so many different skincare ingredients out there. Sometimes it can seem a little confusing. Don't worry, I've been there, and I kind of want to put that right. Today we're starting a new series here on the channel called the Friday Focus, where once a week, on a Friday, we focus in on a specific skincare ingredient. We talk about what it can and can't do for our skin, how to use it for the best results, and most importantly, the very best skincare products that contain that ingredient. We're kicking things off by talking kojic acid. Probably the least well known of all the acids out there, but let me tell you, possibly the very best if you've got hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and discoloration. Today we're going to do a deep dive into that ingredient. So sit back, relax, let's talk all things kojic acid. Now, before we get into today's video, I'd of course love to know any other ingredients you'd like to focus down on. What do you want to see as future episodes in this series? Sound off in the comments section below and let me know, because I really do want to create the content that's going to be most useful to you guys out there. If you like the idea of this series and want to see it continue, the very best way of letting me know is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, today's video, I'm going to break into different sections, which hopefully will make it as easy as possible for you guys to follow along at home. We're going to start with what is kojic acid, what can and can't it do for our skin. I'm then going to come on to how to use kojic acid in order to get the very best results from our skincare routine. And finally, the most important segment, I'm going to share with you what I think are the very best kojic acid serums on the market. So if you are tempted to give this ingredient a try, you know exactly which products are worth the investment. I've left timestamps down in the description box below, so if you want to jump to one section of the video over another, all the timestamps are there, so be my guest. Now let's start off with what is kojic acid and what could it be doing for our skin? Well, kojic acid has actually been around for over 100 years and its skincare benefits have been known for that same period of time. This is why sometimes I'm a bit surprised that only now is it really become a popular skincare ingredient when it's been around for such a long time. It's going to be one of the hottest ingredients of 2025, so I expect to hear an awful lot more about it, which is why one of the main reasons I wanted to kickstart this series by talking about kojic acid itself. It was discovered by accident. Kojic acid itself is actually a byproduct of fermentation processes, and it was discovered 100 years ago in Japan when they were fermenting their sake, and they realized that people that were really handling this ferment found that their hands were a lot more youthful in appearance and had far fewer sunspots and hyperpigmentation marks than others. And they kind of thought, okay, well, maybe there's something in this. A whole lot of investigation further, and it was found that kojic acid was one of the core compounds which was leading to that elimination of hyperpigmentation and giving a more even look to the hands. Now, of course, it's going to be big business in 2025 with lots of brands coming out with their own kojic acid serums, but to get ahead of the game, let's talk about what it can and can't do for our skincare routine. So first and foremost, I think it's best known as a hyperpigmentation corrector. Now, kojic acid is actually a tyrosinase inhibitor, which I don't want to overcomplicate all of this by using these scientific terms, but basically it disrupts the production of melanin in the skin, which means it can suppress hyperpigmentation. Lots of things can trigger hyperpigmentation, from sun damage, inflammation, sometimes it can be down to hormones, time of the month. We can all experience periods where we see that excess pigment production. And it can pool in uneven distribution, leading to dark marks, discoloration, and of course melasma. Well, hyperpigmentation can be tricky, but kojic acid has been clinically proven to be one of the most effective hyperpigmentation treatments. And the reason I think it's so effective is it works in two ways. First and foremost, it actually suppresses that rate of excess pigment production. So when our skin goes into pigmentation overdrive, kojic acid can really dial that back and lessen that effect. It also can help eliminate the excess pigment that's already pooled. So it's working as a treatment for those of us that already have hyperpigmentation, but it also as a preventative step for those of us that just want to maintain that even skin tone. Kojic acid, absolutely A+ when it comes to fading hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and discoloration, and I think that's the main benefit. Beyond just that though, it's a potent antioxidant, meaning it'll work alongside things such as vitamin C to help fend off free radical damage. These free radicals can actually trigger premature aging in the skin, so kojic acid, used alongside other antioxidants, is a great way of just like improving the skin's defenses. Finally, it also has antimicrobial benefits. So if you're somebody that suffers with persistent breakouts and acne, kojic acid could be a real wonderful treatment. I'm someone that's approaching 40 but still definitely gets adult acne and breakouts, and kojic acid is one of the key ingredients that I've been using to really help regulate that. And the good thing is, it's also antifungal too. So if you're somebody that suffers with fungal acne or suspect you do, those are the little white bumps usually across the forehead, then again, kojic acid can be a great treatment. It really is a one-stop shop that can do so much for so many people, and that's why I'm so pleased to see kojic acid growing in popularity in 2025. Now, as with everything, it does have its limitations. So what can't kojic acid do? Well, I've heard some people on there saying that it can be a wonderful anti-aging ingredient. Well, yes, if your primary focus is minimizing hyperpigmentation, evening out the skin tone, then yes, it's a wonderful part of an anti-aging skincare routine. But if your primary focus is minimizing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, then kojic acid isn't going to do that. So let's just know exactly what it can do, set our expectations right, and then we can go into this with our eyes wide open, knowing exactly what we're going to get. Kojic acid, A+ for giving an even skin tone, minimizing breakouts, and definitely giving some antioxidant protection. But minimizing fine lines and wrinkles, if you hear that, no, that's just all marketing from the big skincare brands. When it comes to who can actually use kojic acid as an ingredient, it's honestly suitable for everyone. If you've got super sensitive skin, there'll be a kojic acid out there for you. If you're someone with a deeper, darker and richer skin tone, you can absolutely still use kojic acid. I think the only people that I would say use with caution or avoid altogether are people that have conditions linked to pigmentation, such as vitiligo, where obviously do use it in conjunction with a conversation with your medical professional. For everyone else, kojic acid can be a really great addition to your skincare routine. So hopefully by this point in the video, you can see the clear benefits that kojic acid could bring to a skincare routine. Like I say, I've been using it for 2 years and I've never looked back. However, you do have to be mindful of which product you reach for in order to get the very best results. And I would say, first and foremost, opt for a kojic acid serum that actually discloses the percentage of kojic acid that's in there. Lots of brands say that they won't disclose the strength that they use, and that to me is a huge red flag. Kojic acid, studies show, works best in a 1 or 2% concentration, where you're going to get maximum results, minimum risk of side effects and irritation. So really we need to know as consumers exactly what we're putting on our skin. So always opt for one that has a clear disclosed concentration of that kojic acid, and I picked out my top 3 that I think are worth every single penny. So starting out with a product that you can actually use every single day in your skincare routine. If that's the sort of product that you're looking for, that daily use, I would totally recommend this, which is the Allies of Skin Azelaic and Kojic Advanced Clarifying Serum. Now, this is actually one of their newest launches, and when they announced it, I was so thrilled, because not only does it take that hottest ingredient of 2025, that kojic acid, but it uses it alongside so many other beneficial actives. You're getting a 1% strength of kojic acid in here, which, like I said, is that sweet spot, maximum results, minimum risk of side effects and irritation. And they've layered it alongside so many other great ingredients. You've got bakuchiol here, which is going to complement any retinoid that you want to use alongside this. You've got some antioxidants, which are really going to double down on the antioxidant benefit of this, but also key thing here, it's got 10% concentration of azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is great. Also a wonderful pigment corrector that studies show pairs so well with kojic acid, but it also reduces acne causing bacteria on the skin. So again, if you're using your kojic acid as a way of minimizing breakouts, this is really going to double down on that benefit. You've got so many other great brightening ingredients in here, such as licorice, which is often known as like nature's brightening ingredient. This truly is a one-stop shop. Now, whilst this isn't the cheapest product out there, know that what this actually represents is like a 4-in-1. You're getting an azelaic acid serum, a kojic acid serum, an antioxidant serum, and you're getting a really nice hydrating and clarifying serum at the same time. So for a 4-in-1, I think this is a really well-priced product that honestly, I was so excited to see hit the market. I do have a discount code, I should have said earlier, I do have a discount code for Allies of Skin, which is again listed in the description box below, which will take 20% off this product, really bringing that price down. But I'd say if you're tempted to try this, I would just really keep your routine simple. Cleanse the skin, apply this, and then on a morning, use your sunscreen, on an evening, use your retinoid, and then honestly, you are good to go. Within just a couple of weeks, you'll start to see a more even skin tone, minimizing the hyperpigmentation. It'll help control your acne and breakouts, and This for me is ding, 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 10 out of 10 all the way. And I feel like we're off to an absolute flying start. Another daily treatment which people often recommend is something known as the topicals faded discoloration serum. Now, this has been around for 3 or 4 years and has definitely had its viral moment. Whilst I don't think people talk about it as much now as they used to, it's still a really great product that I think was one of the very first to bring kojic acid to the mainstream, and for that, they'll always have my support. This is a really nice cream, but I would say it does come with a little bit of a pungent scent to it. It contains sulfur, which is another great acne minimizing ingredient, but that sulfur can give a little rotten egg vibe to the scent. So not for those of you that have a very delicate nose. The Azelaic Skin one literally smells of nothing. This definitely has a little pungency to it, so I'm just going to call that out. However, it's a really nice, affordable kojic acid option. This, again, harnesses that kojic acid alongside so many other brightening and hyperpigmentation fighting ingredients as to become a really nice serum that, again, would allow you to strip back your skincare routine, use this as kind of like the core component, and then build around it. A really nice product, but I would just say, for me, this did break me out slightly. Now, when it comes to breakouts, everyone's skin is unique. What will work for one person won't for another, and vice versa. This is a great kojic acid serum, but I would say if you're particularly breakout prone, maybe this isn't going to be the best option for you. I always like to be transparent with that so that people can make the right decision when it comes to their own skin's needs. For everyone else, this is a beautifully affordable kojic acid serum that really does pack a punch using those other actives. Of course, I love kojic acid so much that when it came to creating my own skincare line, I had to have a product that contained kojic acid. This is the Mad About Skin Light Chemical Peel Gel. So this uses kojic acid in a higher strength than what you're seeing in that Azelaic Skin one, a 2% concentration, but designed as a twice weekly treatment. So there's really two approaches you can take with kojic acid. You can use it every single day with a product like the Azelaic Skin one, or you can use it in a more potent form alongside some other higher strength actives as a once, twice, or 3 times a week treatment. And that's really what I opted for with this. So this pairs that 2% kojic acid alongside glycolic acid, lactic acid, and salicylic acid in like the ultimate exfoliation, anti-hyperpigmentation blend. This really is a product that you want to use a maximum twice a week, and that way it's super simple. You don't need to use it every single day and add to your existing skincare routine. Just a couple of times a week, use this as an all-over treatment and you'll definitely see the benefits. That kojic acid is going to minimize hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and discoloration, and it pairs so well with that glycolic acid, which again, if you read any of the studies, show is like the best friend to kojic acid. That glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acid is just to smooth everything down, eradicate those blackheads and breakouts. Again, I think it's an absolute wonderful product for people that are looking for a twice weekly treatment rather than a daily serum for their skincare routine. Now, this one, in keeping with the Azelaic Skin, doesn't have any scent to it at all, which I think is fantastic because kojic acid can sometimes have a little bit of a funky aroma going on, and that's not for everyone. But again, minimum scent to this, which I think is going to suit most people. And yeah, if you did want to try this out, if you want to dip your toes into the kojic acid game, this is definitely the cheapest option of the ones that I'm recommending today. And to kind of give you an extra little help for your budgets, I've actually left a discount code down in the description box below, which will take 20% off this product for the first weekend of this video going live. So if you're watching, that discount code is there to take 20% off, making what is already the most affordable option in this video even more affordable. Kojic acid for me has kind of become a non-negotiable in my skincare routine. I like to see it as a way of preventing future hyperpigmentation, but it's also a great way of minimizing breakouts and also targeting the hyperpigmentation that's already manifested in our skin. There are so many great benefits, but I would definitely say to people, using it correctly is key. Opt for a formulation that really fits your lifestyle. There are daily treatments such as the Azelaic Skin, which is beautiful and almost like a one-stop shop serum. Or there are weekly treatments such as my own from the Mad About Skin collection, which will allow you to use kojic acid, but not have to do it on a daily basis. Choose something that really suits your lifestyle and make sure you know the concentration. Concentration is key, so don't go with any brand that won't disclose the strength. Know exactly what you're putting on your skin. If you've got any comments or questions whatsoever, let me know in the comments section below. I'll be there replying to each and every one of you. And if you've made it this far, if If you made it through to the bitter end of the video, let me know by in the comments leaving the thumbs up emoji so I can see how many of you are right the way through to the end of this video in 2025. If you are, I want to send you the world's biggest hug from the bottom of my heart. Now, wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.